Hey everybody, Rodman here for another episode of the Black Lake Settlers series. Thanks for tuning in. So, this episode is going to focus on two specific goals. The short-term goals of prettying up the base and the Ancient Danger. I thought good and long about how to do the Ancient Danger in a safe, controlled way, and I came up with a potential solution. So, one of the reasons this episode is so late is that the Ancient Danger also allows me to potentially hire, or rather recruit, a lot of patrons. So each one of these has a patron in it. But what I did was I set them up so that I really only sort of implanted the personality of the patron into the pawn that's in here and left all of the gear and everything like that alone. So I didn't really change what they're wearing or their injuries or any of that. I literally didn't change any of that. They are untouched in that way. And that way, it's, yeah, we will have some recruits, potentially, if I can save them. That's the big if. So here's the idea. I put them all in their own little cells, and then I can deal with them individually. If I would want them to punch the wall until they pass out, I can have them punch the wall until they pass out. That's sort of the thinking here. I'm going to make this cell a little bit more spacious. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. Then I'm going to add this as a home zone. And Sergio, you're the closest. I'm going to have Sergio activate the soother, the pulse soother. Then I also noticed some other things that I wanted to do. So first things first, dog zone. It was set to the kitchen, but the kitchen moved. It's not often your kitchen moves, but I want the dogs eating the kibble and not the food in here. So let's fix that zone. Okay, and then probably it makes more sense to call this pets or no kitchen. Because that's exactly what it does. And then this will be called barracks only. And this one is called safe haven, which makes sense. Okay, next is the temp zone. I'm going to clear the temp zone here and add a temp zone here. So if people are hauling stuff, at least I can make them do some work while they're out there. Then some other things I noticed. Food restrictions. I'm going to do all but lavish, but that's kind of a confusing name for it. So I'm going to call it no lavish, because that's a lot more clear. Right? No, let me do that right. No lavish. And then for the other one, the anything but nice, we'll delete that. No fine or lavish. That's a lot more straightforward. Before it was sort of backwards English. Then new bills. I'm going to set up a granite bill. Due until I have 100, or let's set that down, 100 blocks. And that will be first. And drop on the floor. Any worker, don't care, but don't look too far for your granite. Next, I wanted to have really any crafter with any inclination to make components. And I could have multiple components being crafted at once, like in progress. So Endelos is right now crafting this, but let's say Deef wanted to craft a component. He could start a new unfinished one. And then I'm going to put components over here as well. But this component is going to be for Velik only. Okay. So that's a lot of stuff I just threw at you. Let's start hauling some of these items back. Poopy. Let's get the ship part that we broke up. Jared is starting to haul over slate blocks for this makeshift prison cell. And then this makeshift prison cell will also be a good way to recruit these guys safely without, you know, the whole murderer, stabber. I don't want them to die. is I guess what I'm trying to say. All right, Jarrett, I'm going to let you go home, but I'm going to have you carry something with you first. Oh, interesting. So Velik got rejected first. Now Lenka rejects Velik. These two don't really know what's going on in their relationship. In fact, they're probably pretty close to splitting up because they've rejected each other each. At this point, Lenka's also pretty disfigured, so that might be part of the problem. Sort of sad. Honestly, quite sad. Velik is over the moon about it. He doesn't seem to be all that sad. There's a lot of other fish in the sea, fortunately, so if Velik and Lenka split up, I'm sure there are people that they could meet. I do need to expand my prison. It was not laid out very intelligently, so that's going to be something I work on. Vex... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about what Vex does. I do need some more lumber, though. So what I was going to do is add a new no-sow growing zone over here and get some more lumber. Tree felling 2. Because we're low on wood. Because I wanted to add some recreation. I'm going to add an additional seat to the table here. And I wanted to add a flat screen TV in here, roughly where the billiards table is currently. I didn't want to push any specific pawn to work too hard. I'm trying to work on their moods so they don't all go crazy. So that would be much unfortunate. All right, Sergio is the perfect candidate to build that. Give them some R&R and not push them too hard, you know? Because that's how half of them ended up in prison. Wolf, Jarrett, Sergio. Sergio is pretty effing thrilled right now, so I'm going to have him go to the dungeon. Deef, likewise, is pretty thrilled, so I'm going to have him go to the dungeon. He's also a constructor. He just doesn't usually do it because he's also our researcher. Our straight 20s researcher. Alright, so we have a lot of building going on. I'm going to forbid this door so they work on that project a bit. That's sort of the cheap and easy way to do it. And we're finally getting some wood again. We've just been turning a lot of the wood into chem fuel, which is why we need the boomalopes soon. Alright, now I've unforbid the door. I'm going to have them haul some stuff back before they come home. But we're about halfway done with this little prison. CC, while you're out here, will you clean up the slime and grime? Alright, Jarrett's making another run. He wants to be working on the prison again. He likes the idea of adding new people to the community. He is a good founder. That's actually probably not what's going on here. He wants to stab people. He's a very good founder. Deef, there's a free sniper rifle. Let's go swap. And then, actually, mend me. There's a free uranium mace. Let's swap. Where is mend me? Mend me decided to come all the way out here to clean up some dirt. All right, at this point, I am going to clear the home zone of anything but the walls. Walls can't accumulate dirt. But I don't need the cleaners anymore. Well, I need to add the doors in, and that might accumulate dirt, but alright, that's a little bit better. So one of the reasons we aren't getting bionics at the moment is a lack of plasteel. Now, the pods might not have any, but hopefully we can start deep drilling for it. That requires Deef to get back on research, but that's probably our best bet. Let's restrict Deef temporarily, just so he gets a little bit more work done out here. Because we're almost done with this prison. We've gotten a decent amount of wood. Wolf. It would not be too difficult. Get a little bit more furniture going on for them. We did get the flat screen TV, which is cool. And then, additionally, I could add a tube TV in here. That would not be so bad. Sergio, let's get these walls built. So I think our prisoners would like to live in a slightly more spacious, less cramped prison. In their own beds, ideally. Speaking of which, we can just install some. Inevitably, they're going to be sleep disturbed. There's really no way around that. But we don't have to necessarily have them all share beds. So that is something I can definitely work on. With my night crew. And Cece. It's nice to actually have night owls sometimes, because then you have a night crew that works at night. Alright, let's put... Ooh, an excellent bed. Normal bed, okay. This is going to become Poopies. And... Dano, you're going to move this bed. And then I'm going to move this bed. At some point, I'm going to have to, like, organize these properly because they're not done properly. And I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Oh, Cole is using it. Okay. Well, when Cole wakes up, we can give him a better bed. Prisoners don't like to share. Oh, there we go. Prisoners don't really like to share. And now, ooh, Cole snaps over. That means I can start growing soon. Wolf, let's build some other beds. Stumpy is laying there. An excellent bed, okay. And then capture, there we go. We'll never, ever, ever, ever do this wall deconstruction unless I force it. So I'm just going to force it. And we have a raid of Outlanders that are landing and attacking immediately. Okay, so restrict safe haven. Ooh, I kept Deef in there, like, unbelievably too long. Yikes. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wow. That's a lot of enemies. So there's 36 of them. Vex, have you get ready to light some stuff on fire. Animals, go to the barracks. Okay, now Deef. Let's set these guys up to start firing. Jirit, Leth took his clothing off. And they're starting to get in range, so it's kind of time sensitive. Sergio. Now, I don't really want to have them fire back, so as soon as anyone sort of stops to acquire me as a target, I'm going to leave. I'm just trying to get some free licks in. Alright. Vex, try to set some stuff on fire. Leth, you are still trying to put your armor on. Alright, so this guy, for instance, is starting to think about me as a target. Come on, Vex, you're supposed to be setting stuff on fire. CC up here. Well, maybe Sergio. CC up there. Sergio here. Come on, set something on fire. They're still not really considering me a target. I'm trying to target the ones that are backtracking, because I know when they backtrack like that, that usually means they want to fight me. Now, let's check their weapons. None of them have Doomsday launchers. I did notice that immediately when I selected them all. So I'm just going to let them target whoever they want to target. There we go. Now we're starting to get some fires going. Alright, CC's going to be in the pocket here. There we go. Getting annoying. And they're fleeing. Cool. That's a lot of dead people with a lot of dead clothing. Now the thing is, I don't have a tainted apparel aversion with a few of my pawns. So with a few of these dudes, I plan on putting on their clothing. It's actually kind of ideal because the clothing isn't full price. So it's worth less, but the armor's still pretty good. So bloodlust people and psychopaths don't care about dead people's clothing. And Jirit famously is bloodlusted. Looking through all of my people, he might be the only one. But that doesn't mean I don't want a set of clothing appropriate. Okay, safe haven. Okay, restrict, unrestrict, except for Mr. Velik. Sorry, Velik. You're on, like, house arrest. Well, this is fun. You want to level up your shooting ability? Right here, man. I would say this defense was kind of like awesome. I'm just gonna keep firing. Oh, you were sick, aren't you? We'll see who we can save once we're done with this crazy leveling of their enemies. My pawns are like, ooh, beer. So, yes. Ideally, we'd knock him out so I get a free set of marine armor. Perfect. Strip. 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 Trek is going to capture. Okay, they're all getting drunk, but as soon as you're not drunk, we're going to try to capture these other two. Capture and capture. We're sitting in the middle of the lake drinking beer. All right, let's haul this in. Haul that in. Because Jarrett will like to wear it. Oh, you're still in safe haven. Okay, well, that makes sense. Haul this in. Oh, I guess I need to try to rescue you too, don't I? Capture. Oh, we need a bed. Now, I could go to extraordinary circumstances to try to save the ones that are like bleeding out and all that. It's nowhere in my rules to like bend over backwards to try to save people. So I'll do my best. Like I didn't give it to Lenka because I know Lenka's a bum leg, slow. Oh, I missed one, didn't I? Wow, you must be a wimp. No, you're not a wimp. I don't know how you fainted so quick. Jarrett, let's go get her. And we don't have a place for her. That would make sense. Capture. Trek. Oh, sorry. Capture. I didn't realize you were holding someone. Murderous rage. Alright, wild man. No killing Four Eyes. Okay, well, that's a lot that has just gone on. I really still want to open up that Ancient Danger, but... oh my god, is there a lot going on. Okay, so people that are bleeding out really, really quick. Horn probably takes top priority for tending. Or Knack. You hate everyone. Wow, what is wrong with you? Alright, so I'm trying to, like, patch them up. Oh, we just gave real good meds to you. Okay, so we're patching them all up now. While constructing the prison. Wooden beds. 1, 2, 3. Sergio. Let's go work on that. So I think I did a pretty good job of saving everyone I could. I didn't violate any rules. Okay, the masterwork bed is not going in there. Mr. Surge. Well done. We'll give this to Poopy. And give this to Trekkintosh. And Trek and Tosh's bed is only normal quality, so we'll put that in the prison. Okay, I don't even have wood for the rest of these beds. Shelba. A lot of misandrists, some psychopaths. The only one I really like is Knack. He's fucking awesome. Excuse my language, Jesus. Yeah, he's like an unbelievably good one. And he only has a little scratch scar. Not a problem. This one, you're an addict, aren't you? No, you're just high on yayo, but you're not actually an addict. You're like a little child. You're a 15-year-old that is a misogynist misandrist. It's not often you see both of that. Okay, corn will be put into a bed. And do I have a spare bed anywhere? I do. Menmi, you can sleep here. Menmi. And then this normal bed will get transplanted into the prison. Okay, that is not surprising. As long as you don't have, like, a missing kidney, you should be alright. Okay, everyone has a bed. I am doing my job. CC has... Oh, no, Cole doesn't have a bed. Okay, Cole. Good. Trek, excellent. Legendary, good. Alright, I'll have to make another one. I don't really see any alternatives here. But I will make them a tube TV. So this prison cell is pretty much done. I just got really busy all of a sudden with other urgent things, as you know how it goes, as it happens. It also occurs to me that it is remove roof. It is now the season to grow things, so I am going to lay out some grow zones. We'll grow some cotton. And I'm going to grow here some heel root. Eventually we're going to unroof. Yeah, we're going to remove the roof on this area. So here I'm going to grow, maybe not in the door, some corn. Corn is low manpower, high yield. Then here, some psychoid root, or leaves, plants, whatever. And then here we'll grow hops. A lot of hops. I screw that up multiple times. A lot of hops. And here I'll grow smoke leaf. Okay. That's a lot. Well, they have 2 rec types in their little prison now. That's not bad. Two medical emergencies. Bob the novelist can now walk around. Bob is an artist. And I did promise to pop the Ancient Danger, but oh my goodness, I am out of time, and I think you can all understand why. I was attacked by 30, I think it was 36 Outlanders. So that kind of threw me for a loop. But next episode, this Ancient Danger should open. This Storyteller should give me a little bit of wiggle room and downtime to allow me to do it. So thank you all for watching. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line, and I do hope you tune in next time. It has been my absolute most pleasure, and I can't wait to open these Ancient Dangers. I know what I promised, but, you know, I think things happen, right? Yeah, I'll catch you all later. And sorry again for this episode being late. It took me a little bit of time to program all the patrons into the game. Adios.